about it, everything I told you.
Do we have any citizen questions regarding tonight's agenda? Call this meeting to order at 6:42. Roll call. Trustee Meadows.
Here.
Trustee Myers.
Here.
Trustee Stevens. Trustee Stewart.
Here.
Trustee Thomas.
Here.
Trustee Wiley. Here. President Garrett, aye, here. We have any excellent education tonight?
Not tonight.
Do we have any consideration of addition or deletion to tonight's agenda?
Reinstatement.
I allowed that to be missed, didn't I? We have a reinstatement that needs to go on as 12A.
Any other additions or deletions to tonight's agenda?
Thank you for catching that, Chris.
Approval of agenda.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the agenda as amended.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the agenda as amended. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Approval of minutes.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the minutes as presented from the board meeting of July 12, 2012.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the minutes as presented from the board meeting of July 12, 2012. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. We got any acknowledgements and correspondence tonight?
No, not tonight.
Any board committee reports?
Policies, you can see by your board packet, we've added what I had discussed previously, additional policies for first consideration and a bunch for second consideration and adoption.
Under collaboration and communication task force, we have Scott Menzel, the superintendent from the ISD, that's going to give a short presentation and kind of give us an update on what's been happening. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Can we do that now?
You can do that now.
Stand, sit, what do you?
They don't make no difference.
Your preference.
Well, thanks for letting me come and talk a little bit. And four of you have spent the last 2 days working on the 2 days that were planned for the design of the new school system or new unified school district, what it would look like. So we've been following the path that was established by both boards on April 16th. The resolution at that time stated that the boards were recommending moving forward with the consolidation vote to be put in front of the voters. Pursuant to the development of a plan, that plan also needed to be accompanied by sufficient financial incentives and legislative support to ensure that the new system could be viable. That's my paraphrase. So we've been, over the course of the summer, engaging in vision sessions. We had 6 of those. We had 3 data portrait sessions, and many of you attended one or more of those. We had two days worth of design work. Yesterday was a lot of, the consultants did a lot of presenting and getting us thinking about what would be possible. We also actually reviewed some case studies with similar kinds of districts where they had done some things that turned their districts around from low achievement moving to high achievement, and got our people thinking about what we could do in the 2 school districts if we come together. Today we actually rolled up our sleeves and did work in 5 domain areas. 5 domain areas were from birth through kindergarten entry. The committee decided to go a bit further and did focus on prenatal. We don't want to ignore the health of the pregnant mom in the process. Then we had leadership, effective leadership, quality teachers and quality teaching, the culture and climate of the district, and the last bookend, the back end, which is every student having an opportunity to earn college credit and/or a career credential before graduation. And we broke into groups. We spent the bulk of the day, a little bit, almost 2 hours before lunch and almost 2 hours after lunch, working on those areas and talking about what would that look like. You might remember we said that in this part of the design process, just like building, before you go to the voters to build a new school, you do a schematic design that just kind of gives the outline of what it could look like and what are the most important elements. And the outgrowth of the 2 days of conversation were the most important elements. So you've got those 5 domain areas, and then we had 7 core values that we said need to be a part of anything that we do. And Mr. Myers, I think, has the copy of the 7 core values there. I'll remember some of them, but not all of them. My eyes are blurry. Vibrant community and family partnerships, and these all surface from our conversations in the visioning as well as at the 2 days. Learning is the constant, time is the variable. So if kids can move more quickly through the system, we ought to be able to accommodate that. And if kids need more time and support, we should be designed to do that as well. Embrace diversity and develop cultural competence. Student voice and engagement. High expectations for all students. Honoring the culture and heritage while preparing for the 21st century. And then the last one was respect. And so those core values were expected to be embedded in each of the 5 domain areas. We have a ton of flip charts and notes from the last 2 days. That's all going to get compressed into a report that we will present to the Collaboration Communication Task Force on July 30th. That reminds me, we need to find out, we're supposed to have that meeting here in Willow Run. I need to know where here so we can post it. So if you let me know, I'll get that sent out. And then we have 2 more design review sessions, August 6th and 7th, with the larger community. And then a joint board meeting scheduled on the 8th of August, 7:30 at Eastern Michigan University Board of Regents room to actually take action on whether or not to put this on the ballot in November. That's
Have you fixed your website that said that meeting's going to be on the 18th?
So if you look at, this is where I think, and I have to go back and check, but the website, the front page where it talks about the chronology,
Yeah.
we met on August 18th, 2011. And then we have to go back and make sure to know that the upcoming meeting is August 8th, 2012. And so I have to look at it and see.
Well, we did look at it because it did appear that that was the meeting, date.
Because someone asked me about that yesterday, so, okay, I'll check that out.
And will we see something prior to August 8th, not the 7th, prior to the 7th?
You'll see it, we have to have it all put together before the July 30th task force meeting, and there could be some tweaking, but you should have the full packet the 30th or the 31st, so that you have time to review and ask questions before we get to the 8th. We wouldn't want you to be surprised.
Thank you.
And all board members are welcome to come to the task force meeting on the 30th
Yes,
and
What time is that
participate.
again?
that meeting is at 5:30, wherever Laura
In
decides.
the high school cafeteria.
In the high school cafeteria.
You said that's the
The
30th?
30th, that's Monday the 30th. No,
Why Monday?
you've got another engagement, I'm sorry.
You also have 5:30. You also have the option of the 6th or
August 6th or
7th
7th.
to get the
review
same
meetings.
thing,
Mhm.
yes.
Oh, okay, so,
Which is August 6th and 7th.
Right.
6th is a Monday, the 7th is a Tuesday.
Right, so the 7th you could
But
do
then,
it.
of course, you have the 8th, which is the joint
Right,
board
but
meeting.
still, there is an option that you could make
And you will have the information, as Scott said,
prior to.
prior to that.
So, yeah, that's important, that everyone gets the
Right,
information.
exactly.
okay.
Is there any more questions for Mr. Menzel, because he's had a long day, and I told him I would keep him long.
But I'm happy to answer,
Thank you.
and I also appreciate the willingness to.
Thank you very much.
I'm looking forward to see
You
how
have a
the
good
plan's
one.
gonna look like.
Thank you. Well, I do appreciate the fact that all of you have taken different times and opportunities throughout this process to participate. It means a lot to the community when you show up. They've seen you there, and so, and I've heard people comment about board members being present. So thank you for being engaged like that in the process.
Mr. Menzel, I'm sorry. Before